Hi, I'm Anne from Game Like a Mother. Today I'm going to show you how to play Deduckto. It's ages 8 and up, 2 to 4 players, and it takes 15 minutes. Let me show you how to play. The goal of the game is to be first to guess your secret suspect. For game setup, each player is going to be dealt 5 cards that only they can see, and then they're dealt an additional 6th card that is face out that all of their opponents sees. So right now we have everyone is looking at their own hand, and if I was playing this, it would look like this to all of my opponents. They would only be able to see the rabbit with a monocle in the woods. That's my secret suspect, or in the park. And for me, I would see this view of things. At this point, everyone simultaneously will pick one card from their own hand to pass to the person to their left, and it should have something in common with their card. So I would be able to see, so my person to my right, they see that I have a bunny with monocle in the park, and so they are going to choose to hand me this card that has a bunny on it, and then I get to put this in my yes stack. I know that this has something in common with my character, but I don't know if it's the sunglasses, the bunny, or the cityscape in the background. Simultaneously, while they're doing that, I am picking a card, and my opponent has a bear with a monocle in the desert. So here I have this guy with the monocle. I would just hand it to him. I don't say anything about it besides if they say, oh, is this in common? Yes, it's in common. They do the same thing. This person's is a pigeon with a kerchief in the park. So here, we'll have them give, this one has a kerchief on it, sure. So that works. Everybody draws back up. If you don't have any card that has anything in common with your, if you don't, none of your cards have anything in common with their secret suspect, then you give them a card of your choice and you say, this is in your no pile. So right now everybody has a yes pile going on. And then the person who most recently fed a duck gets to go first. Side note, you're not supposed to feed ducks bread. Apparently, you're supposed to feed them things like rice or bird seed. So just FYI. And then, so next, whoever most recently fed a duck gets to go first. We'll say it's me. And all you do on your turn is you are holding your hand like this. So they can see, you make it so they can see your character really well. And I'll place a character out in front of me, and they'll say yes or no. And this is a no because it doesn't have anything in common with my secret suspect. And so I'll put it in a no pile, draw back up to my full hand, and I'm just leaving this where you can see what each person is looking at their own hand. And I have a yes pile and a no pile, which tells me, since this has nothing in common with my character, I can eliminate sunglasses from one of the things that my character has, and I know it's either a bunny or in a cityscape. There is a very nice reference card that they give you with all of the different types of suspects you can have, all the different disguises and all the different locations. There are 7 of each. So either by process of elimination or just you can confirm with several cards placed out, you can determine what the 3 different attributes of your secret suspect. Okay, so as you can see, this is definitely a no. It doesn't share any of the attributes of the secret card, and this one is the bunny. So then that's all you do. On each turn, this person is going to pick one of their cards to place out in front of them, and the other 2 players will say yes or no. It doesn't have anything in common with this, so this would go in their no pile. They draw back up to 5 cards. You keep on going until either you definitively know or you're just ready to guess. You get a few guesses in this game. So sometimes you can tell that person is definitely going to be able to guess on their next turn. They have all the information that they need, so you're just going to go for it. You may try to guess your secret suspect, but you have to name the animal, disguise, and the location. And your opponents are just supposed to say yes and no. They can't tell you, oh, you got these parts right, but this part wrong. They just say yes or no. And if you guess right the first time, then you just win. The game's over. There's no more. It doesn't matter who went first. Just when somebody has guessed their secret suspect, you win. We like to keep on going and let everybody get to where they can guess theirs, especially with kids. That seems to make them happier. But just officially, the game is over if somebody guessed correctly. If you guess wrong, then on your first guess, then you have to flip over either your yes or no pile and you can't look at them anymore. So if you got it, this person has both a yes and a no pile. So if I guessed and I guessed wrong, then I'd have to pick one of these piles and turn it over and I can't look at it anymore. If it comes back around to me and nobody else has finished the game and I guess again, if I'm right, then I win. If I'm wrong, I have to flip over that pile and then I still get a third guess. If somebody still hasn't gone out and it's my turn, my third try, I can guess. If I'm right, I win still. If I'm wrong, then I just, I'm eliminated from the game and I have to lay out my entire hand face up for all players to see. So that's it. You just play, it just is one round at a time. You can play best 3 out of 5 or anything like that if you want to have a longer game, but that is the basics, the whole basics of the game. And finally, this mostly seems to come up in 4-player games, but at times the suspect card deck can run out, at which point you just continue to play with cards from your hand without drawing replacements. And in the event you have no cards to play, you must guess your secret suspect. So that's how to play Deduckto. The target demographic for this game is kids, specifically around elementary age. Just love this game. Rule complexity is easy. There's only a few things to get up and running for the basics of the game, which is awesome. How competitive is this game? It's medium. It can be a little bit tricky to figure out based on the cards in front of you the process of elimination from what's there and what isn't there to what your secret suspect is. That part can be a little bit tricky. However, there are essentially no hurt feelings in this game because your opponents can't do anything mean to you. There is no sabotage. So regardless, if somebody just gets the right clue cards out there and, oh, you were really lucky and you guessed your thing right away and my thing was harder, there aren't hurt feelings, which is huge for kids this age. Replay value is high. It is just so quick and easy to play. And it is the type of game you just want to play over and over and over again. Generally, whenever we get this out, we end up playing at least 3 or 4 rounds because it's so much fun. And similar games, if you like this, Cloaked Cats is very similar, but I'd say it's up a level or 2 in difficulty. And then Outfoxed is the cooperative deduction game that is every kid's favorite. That's maybe a little bit younger, like around ages 4, 5, and 6. Just love that. But Deduckto is fantastic. It is my younger son's favorite game right now, so you should check it out. Thanks and see you next time from Game Like a Mother.